You've kind of came out of, I wouldn't say nowhere, but you've exploded onto the internet, reels, podcasts, talking about money. You're a big fan of e-commerce back in the day, 2016, 2017, I believe, crypto. But you speak about things that I like to talk about as well, BlackRock, chemicals in the sky, chemicals in the food, waters. People call us crazy. We are crazy. Everyone's crazy. I always say that, but it'll be good to get into the nitty-gritty and to see how your mind sees the world. I believe you've got a great mind, crazy mind, but it's the crazy ones who then awaken everybody else's mind, I believe.
Yes. I mean, that's the goal. You begin realizing certain things about how the world works. And we were talking about it backstage, and it's like when you begin to wake up to certain things and how the world works, you begin to think differently. And just by existing, if you are vocal about what you believe or you're vocal about what you see, naturally, you'll share these things. The problem is most people live in a situation whereby they have something to lose. Therefore, they don't speak their mind, or they don't live their truth because their job's at stake, their reputation is at stake. What is family going to think? So they can't explore other belief systems or other ways of thinking. So they call us crazy, but maybe just an alibi for people's cowardice to, in and of themselves, express how they actually feel, which is why we talk about money and freedom and all these things, because it gives you the ability to express yourself. Because if you don't have resources to be able to tell people, hey, how you feel and live life on your own terms, which is kind of what we've been talking about, then you don't have that freedom. So it's kind of a dual perspective.
What is freedom to you?
Your ability to do what you want, where you want, how you want to, with as least constraints as possible. I don't think there's this concept of absolute freedom unless you're maybe a monarch or a sovereign, that has full rule over a state. But just the ability to do and be and say whatever I want to do.
Before we get into everything, though, I always like to go back to the start with my guests, get more of a bit of an understanding about you, Luke, where you grew up, how it all began.
Come from Argentina, went to the United States at the age of 16, $200 in a suitcase. Like many immigrants, started pressure washing basketball courts, cleaning toilets, worked all sorts of odd jobs. Made my way to university. University wasn't for me, ended up leaving, and then started working cubicle jobs. And while I was working those cubicle jobs, I started exploring and being told about different opportunities. So I would wait tables at nighttime. During the day, I would kind of have my normal 9-to-5 job or try to make my way up the ladder. And then I started hearing about making money online. And initially, it was because of the stock market. And I was exploring this thing that was called Robinhood. It had just come out, this new application on your phone that made stock trading fun. So a fellow server was like, hey, have you heard about Bitcoin? I was like, no, I haven't. It's like, oh, let me explore it. And I started doing some research, bought a couple of Bitcoin 2016, and that's where my journey began. That led me to e-commerce, where I learned how to make money online by building stores and selling what people would buy in person online, because I realized where people were spending most of their time, which was on the internet. So logically, you wanted to go where people are instead of kind of focusing on the old model of just retail. So when I started doing e-commerce, it wasn't necessarily popular, but at the same time, there was still taboo factors. So I was like, let me try it. Let me pioneer it. And it did well. We did 8 figures in e-commerce. And then I turned over all of my profits into crypto. That's kind of how I decided to play it, because I understand very much where crypto's going. I understand where Bitcoin is headed. And ever since I started buying Bitcoin at $588, my conviction only grew stronger and stronger because I've seen it mature. So understanding the nature of this asset class, I put my chips in this asset class known as crypto. And it went extremely well. And then I was like, hey, you know what? I've been able to build a lot of resources and been able to make a lot of money, but I'm missing an ingredient, which is people, right? I need a network. I need people around me that can empower me, that can help me, that can assist me with other things that are just money. Because if money's all you have, then you don't have much. So I was like, let me build a network. So I launched Capital Club, which is my organization right now, where it's focused on building an ecosystem designed for entrepreneurs and helping them, whether it's in connections, whether it's with resources or opportunity, to elevate in their entrepreneurial journey. So it's different aspects of it. And that's pretty much what I'm focused on nowadays. So full-time crypto, full-time making content, and just glitching through the matrix, bro.
How was family life?
Family life is great. Very blessed. My parents, phenomenal people, took care of us. So nothing to complain about. Thankfully, they put me through English school in Argentina, which was fucking ruthless because you would have English school in the morning and then you would have Spanish school in the afternoon. So that was ruthless, but it allowed me to learn my English skills, and here we are today. So shout out to my parents. And then, my girl, phenomenal, been with me for 10 years. And she and I have a great relationship, gives me the freedom, the ability to also travel and work remotely, which is important. So it's great.
How important is it to have a good woman by your side?
2 is always better than 1. And the thing is, what people don't realize is in a relationship, you're not just investing time. You're investing energy and resources into a relationship. A relationship is an investment. So you have to ask yourself, the people that you're spending time with, not just a relationship like a woman, but it can be a relationship in general with friends. It can be with business partners. You're investing time and resources into these things. So the question is, are you going to go the distance? And you want to look for 2 factors when it comes to relationships that you want long-term. One is loyalty and longevity, right? Loyalty is, are they going to stick through you, the tough? And do they have your best intent in mind? And you know where that lies. And then the second one is going to be your longevity. Do people want to go with you far enough? Because if they're short-sighted, but they have good intentions, well, they're not going to necessarily be with you throughout the entire phase. If they want to go the distance, but they're going to cave, right, under pressure, then you don't want that situation. So I'm looking for those characteristics. And when I find those characteristics, I'm like, okay, I'm going to invest my time, my energy, my attention into this person, and we're going to grow together. So 1, it's phenomenal, to have somebody that you grow with, especially, she was driving me my girl used to drive me to work because I didn't have a car. So coming from a place where I had nothing and we built a relationship from that perspective, it also gives me the ability to go back home and not have my guard up of, hey, does this person have certain intentions or does this person have my best interest? No, because that person's been around for the extended period of time. And I also value these things. So longevity to me is key. Loyalty to me is key. And these 2 collectively, when you find these traits, you want to invest into these people. But for my relationship, it's super key.
What age how much was crypto when, what was it, 2016, 2018?
2016, Bitcoin was 588, 2016. Yeah, and then you had the bull run of 2017, 2018. That was the first bull run where altcoins really took off, where you saw Cardano go from a penny to $1.60, 160x return in the span of a couple weeks. It was madness. But I round tripped my entire bag during that bull run because, I fell into the entire, hey, everybody hold the bags, follow the revolution. And then we got dumped on by all the venture capital that was playing the game. So you just get smarter through the cycles. This is my 3rd cycle in crypto. So I'm definitely playing the game a little bit different than I used to.